Because if you take their artificial seeds, which are patented, they decide when you can sow. They're destroying the farms for a reason, attacking the farmers for a reason. The sufferings that people go through, the poverty in the world is man-made. Poverty is not because any country is poor or lacks resources. Poverty in the world is man-made. Made by the wicked, those who are evil. I told you about the GMOs. They've genetically modified your fruits, your vegetables. Think about it. Trying to control your food production. They're telling you what's better for you and destroying your natural seeds. Don't let it happen. Attacking the farmers for a reason. To dispossess them and create hunger. Because if you take their artificial seeds, which are patented, they decide when you can sow, how often. And they're modified, they can't reproduce, except how many times they're programmed to, if at all. And that'll help accelerate the food shortage that the Bible talks about that'll come in the world. Get smart, get wise. They're destroying the farms for a reason. Attacking the farmers for a reason. To dispossess them and create hunger. And it's still about their war against the populations of the world. They want world population to be reduced to their manageable numbers. 500 million. I'm talking about the population. When I told you that they were wrong, I also told you that we were working on it because we are the only ones in the whole world with sufficient workforce to give you estimates of population in the world. Because we are compelled to reach out to the world. We are compelled by our Lord to reach out to the whole world and find even those that the world will never look for. And so when I told you that their estimate of 8 billion people was a farce, I was right. Think about it. We have the most comprehensive list of the world's languages. What the United Nations stated is so small compared to the full truth. Of course, you can't trust them. They can't even, they don't even do anything. That's why I call it the United Nations Organization. It's just an organization. A rogue organization, by the way. You have to wake up. So you're talking about an estimate of about 11 billion people in the world. And the research that was published recently stated exactly the same things that I told you. What are they going to, what are they going to say? How would you make up for almost 4 billion people that you never recognized existed? You have to first admit that your previously stated number came from nowhere. They're like Fauci's COVID rules, 6 feet COVID rules, social distance. All right? Fauci was asked, how did you come about this? I just thought it up. I thought it up, and he made the whole world comply with it. Except the fact that we killed it. Yes, sir. Leaders and governments followed Fauci's prescriptions, and he couldn't defend it scientifically. He was asked. At the Senate, he was asked, how did you come about this? He said, I thought it up. But that's what I told you before. I told you it was not based on science. The masking was not based on science. Based on what? Fauci thought it up. And that's the same way they thought up the population numbers. So next time your brain is saying 7.9 billion, 8 billion, that's because that's what they told you. The same people that told you there were only 9 planets many years ago. Only for them to come and say, oh, sorry, there are more than 50. More than 50? Not even 12. I mean, I can take, okay, you made a mistake. Now you say there are more than 50. Really? So all those people who failed their exams, so work on this. The 7 areas, watch them. They're manipulating countries.